Hello everybody, this is Chromus018, and I'm going on ahead and making this video. That way, once I get the Dragon Ball one uploaded, I can get this one going. So you guys will get 2 videos from me today. Anyway, this is going to be my thoughts on Toradora episode 8. I figured I'd go in and get this one going, because like I said, I just finished it today, and before I leave for work... Actually, once I get this video done, I'm going to get, and the handbrake is done, excuse me, I'm going to get another video, I'm going to get a Toradora episode editing, that way, I can maybe get another one going before I go to work, maybe not, because usually it takes an hour and a half in order to get it done, and I have to leave about 3:45 to go to work, so it ain't gonna be done. Shoot. Anyway, this episode was a continuation of the last episode where apparently Ami and Taiga are gonna have to compete in some kind of sports event in order to settle something. I don't remember what exactly the whole thing was. But they decide on a swim thing where I guess they have to swim. First person who swims, I guess, 2 laps or something, ends up winning. And Ami's request for when she wins would be that Ryuji has to go with her to her beach house by himself. So it would only be the 2 of them there. And Taiga's thing for when she wins would be that she gets to play or show off all the photos in an assembly that she took of Ami when she was doing all those impressions on a projector. I think that's what she was wanting. Anyway, the bad thing is that, obviously Taiga can't swim. We found that out in the last episode. So, yeah, Ryuji's got the daunting task of trying to teach her how to swim. So they end up going to the public pool, and he starts working on trying to teach her, how to swim, obviously. Doesn't really go too well at first. And, yeah, not going too well for them. As time goes faster and gets closer to the date that they're doing the event, we actually find out that once when he was trying to teach her, he tells her to start kicking. She starts kicking, and boy does she take off! She goes fast. So yeah, they gotta use that to their advantage. And yeah, some things keep them from, finishing up their practices because of, like weather and stuff. So, when the big day finally gets there, yeah, we don't exactly know what's gonna end up happening, because the weather's obviously okay at the moment. But we still don't know who's gonna end up winning. When it starts, Taiga takes the opportunity to essentially snap off Ami's bikini top, giving essentially all the guys a split second of seeing her chest. And this gives Taiga the opportunity to get ahead in the race because the race started. The bad thing is, though, before the race started, Taiga ended up eating something, and as you know, that whole myth thing where if you eat something before getting in the water of a pool or whatever, you're going to get a cramp. I don't know if it's actually true, but they actually implement it in the show, because when she gets to the other end of the pool and she gets to turn around, to come back and try and finish, she gets a cramp. And Ryuji jumps in to try and, help her so she doesn't actually drown. And Taiga ends up telling him, I'm doing this for you, let me go, I'm pushing through this so you don't have to go essentially go with that Chihuahua's beach house by yourself. And Ryuji lets her go, and she continues onward. Bad thing is, some idiots either pushed somebody in the pool, or somebody jumped in the pool, and they ended up landing right on Ryuji. And only Taiga ended up seeing this, and she swims back and tries to help him. And he almost ends up being the one to drown. And we actually get a little bit of a revelation in this episode at the end, because she doesn't know that he's conscious. And in her emotional state, because, you know, she's obviously upset about this, she proclaims, Ryuji is mine. I'm like, I didn't think I was going to hear that until later in the show. But yeah, she says it in front of everybody, not caring because she's obviously very upset. Because she's upset that everybody was just watching the dumb chihuahua instead of helping him. And yeah, they finally get him to the nurse. And we find out that obviously Ami won. And Taiga says that I'm going with him. Because apparently, according to her, he's my dog and I don't trust him to be at other people's houses without, you know, causing trouble. And you would think so, because if you had your pet with you, or if your pet was supposed to go to someone else's house for like a play date or with another dog or something, then you'd be a little nervous because you wouldn't know if they're going to mess up their people's, you know, clothes, furniture, whatever. So, yeah, that's, and then Minori and Kitamura end up going with them as well, so it's all four of them going. I love this episode because, oh my god, that revelation. That set up this whole freaking chain of events that ends up happening later on in the show. It's the first start of this. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, well, you're going to have to watch the rest of the show to find out. So bear with me, I'll try and get all this uploaded by the end of January. Hopefully earlier than that, though. Anyway, that's about all I have to say about this episode. If you guys have your own additional inputs to put on the show, the episode, whatever, characters, feel free to do so. You don't have to worry about spoiling me on anything because, well, I've seen the whole show. You don't have to worry about that. Anyway, I will see you all next time.